It's Mooman.
Mooman?
This is not a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mooman. It is Mooman on the mic.
Yo, what is going on? Okay, it's your man's with the plan, Mooman on the mic, back with another episode of the Initiative Podcast, and we are getting into everything: celebrity news, world news, sociology, psychology, and WTF. Let's go. Okay, listen, I'm doing this right now, okay? Shout out to my business partner, one of my best friends, Natasha Ritchie, PLLC. Shout out to her because she definitely came through in the clutch. Okay, I just ran into a series of unfortunate events, okay? And usually when you are over the target of your dreams, the success, okay, you tend to run into some darkness, but it's always darkest before the dawn, right? It's always darkest before the dawn, and my dawn came in the form of Natasha Ritchie, PLLC, coming in. I had my phone stolen, equipment stolen, a series of scenarios presented itself, and I had to correct it, and I had to get in order. Okay, not to mention I had to be hella patient. You see what I'm saying? I used to create these scenarios. Now these scenarios tend to find me, and for whatever it's worth, call it karma, call it a test, call it divine rights, I call it the Most High looking out for me through the people that I do business with and the people that I care for the most. Okay, and again, that is my shout out. And let's get into the headline hero. Okay, listen, the headline hero is Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, the month itself is our headline hero. All right, if anyone is suffering from any kind of mental illness, mental health, mental sensitivities, from thoughts of suicide to body dysmorphia to your usual depression, manic bipolar disorder, manic bipolar, anything of the sort, I want y'all to inbox me. Okay, I want y'all to. You can talk to me if you have nobody to talk to, especially if you suffer from thoughts of suicide. I've had quite a few people in my short but yet long experience life on this planet thus far. They lost their lives to the thoughts in their minds. You see what I'm saying? And I'm here to let y'all know that if you're listening to this podcast, no matter where you're at, you can come talk to me. You can inbox me. You can email me. Let me know what's going on, and I will do the best that I can to hear you out. I will do the best that I can to figure something out. You see what I'm saying? I don't have much to give, but I will give my last if I can keep somebody alive, and that's a fact. You see what I'm saying? Mental health, serious business. You see what I'm saying? Especially for the whole entire month. And I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man, I got to make sure I get back onto this podcast. I got to make sure that I get things right. And the Most High definitely looked out for me and definitely got me right, again, in the forms of the people I do business with. Okay. Shout out to Mental Health Awareness Month. Shout out to everyone that's putting in their foot to do the best they can with the people they got. And let's get into some headline hunting. Okay, first headline. We on the headline hunt. A Wall Street Journal story by Angus Birdwick. In Dubai, the biggest names in crypto and 15,000 of their biggest fans marked a new era of freedom at a madhouse of a conference this past week called Token 2049. All right, Eric Trump was there. Okay, he showed up and promised to take down his family's banking foes. And of course, we already knew that Trump had his hands in more than just a presidency, right? He had his hand dibbling and dabbling across the world, still does. All right, and so what has changed in the realm of cryptocurrency, you ask? Donald Trump himself. Okay, he dismantled and redirected law enforcement investigating the blockchain and tore down regulations. SEC has been tormenting the blockchain since its inception. All right, and not to mention that not only that it's decentralized, IRS hates that, not to mention that the globalists hate it the most, but they're the ones who are benefiting quite a bit from it once you know how to use it. I'm sorry, we tend to be smarter than these billionaires. And when it comes to cryptocurrency and financial stability, that is the way to go in the future, moving on into 2026. Let me tell y'all, the tickets at this amazing 2049 token party, okay, it was $5,000 to $5,000, okay, at the Midnight Jumeirah Resort in Dubai, okay? I know y'all been seeing the rounds online. I know y'all been seeing Sexy Red out there in Dubai. You think she was out there for just doing a couple shows? No, she's getting down with the crypto world, getting down with the currency, trying to figure out how things work, the ticking and the talking. All right, Crypto Club networks were there. They were in the building. And I know a thing or two about Crypto Club networks, let me tell you. Okay, for one, Malta's Blockchain Island was there. Switzerland's Crypto Valley was there. And Miami's own city issue, Miami Token. Okay, their representatives were in the building. When I tell y'all that y'all need to get down, y'all need to get down with it. Okay, the Nether coin that I've created, all right, wearable NFTs, that's the first of its kind. Yes, I got a trademark. Yes, I got it patented. Yes, you got to go through me if you want an idea, something similar like it. Yes, this is not a game. All right, and that's just one of many ideas that creatives and creators across the globe in the crypto world are coming out with. All right, there's whole, games that translate actual currency from whatever country that you're at into crypto marketing tokens, NFTs. And yes, tokens are not the same thing as coins. They're vastly different. They're written with different scripts. And if y'all want more information about that, I want y'all to inbox me. I really do. I want y'all to inbox me, and I will give y'all the latest on cryptocurrency and all things that surround the crypto world. I'm telling you, I am my own expert. Justin Sun, I don't know if y'all remember him. He's the founder of the Tron Blockchain Network. Okay, he spent $6.2 million on the banana tape to the wall. Y'all remember that about 7 months ago? Yeah, he was awaiting approval by the SEC for the blockchain, investing $75 million into Trump's family crypto venture, World Liberty Financial. Again, okay, he has his hands in more than just the presidency, more than just brokering the peace deal that hopefully lasts in Ukraine this past week, but we'll see, right? We're moving on. Okay, we got 50 Cent. Okay, he is headed to Chinatown in a new series. 50 Cent's Power Universe has produced 4 spinoffs with plans to produce more in the years to come, and one of them may be, going through the Asian American scene, identity, and moral complexity of their criminal empires, right? Because Power is all about the criminal empires, right? I mean, he has 4 books. What were they? Power Book 1, Power Book 2 with Ghost, Power Book 3 with Raising Canaan, and Power Book 4 with Force. And now it's coming out with Origins, slanted to debut in 2026, and even beyond with a Chinatown spinoff. I'm here for that. I'm not even going to lie. Shout out to Shreveport G-Unit Studios, because he's shooting it there. Shout out to Cat Williams and Tyler Perry. Those are the 3 black men I know that got their own movie studios, TV show studios, okay? Y'all are missing the point. They're doing something constructive with their money. And yes, he may be washing down Power with more and more and more. I've never particularly got into them. I've heard great things. I've seen certain clips, right? But it's never been my cup of tea. You see what I'm saying? But no, I don't take anything away from it. No, shout out to Fitty. All right, we're moving on. All right, so look, check it out. Tank confirms he has an Aaliyah track, original vocals, no AI, and they're slanted to release it in 2025, this year. Okay, he's on the first single called Gone. I've heard it. It is amazing. All right, I've heard a snippet of it, and it's going around. It's doing its rounds on the internet. If you're connected, if your network is connected to the right networks, it's gonna pop up. They've been trying to come out with a new Aaliyah album for years, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it switched so many producers' hands, from Timberland to Drake. All right, R&B Money Podcast own Tank is coming out with it. He got the approval from Aaliyah's estate. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Okay, shout out to Aaliyah. All right, y'all have to understand that what happened to her was tragic. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's an unsolved murder. But I digress. I'm looking forward to some Aaliyah music. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to hearing some nostalgia, track back on the headlines, right? Track back on the billboards, right? That's going to be amazing. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? I'm here for it. But we're going to move on to the back of the house headline. All right. So the back of the house headline is, get ready for this, the Podcast Festival. Okay. The 3rd annual Podcast Festival, hosted by Breakfast Club's own Charlamagne the God. Lauren LaRosa was in the building. Decisions was in the building. I just got done talking about Tank and his R&B Money podcast, and more was in the building. Success upon success, black success too, upon the podcast network, studio, TV networks, producers, directors, writers, curators, and more were in the building. And when I tell you that's the crowd you want to piece some brains together, you see what I'm saying? To figure out how to jumpstart, run, and curate a business and legitimate LLCs and more, networking at that level. Listen, I've already told y'all in multiple episodes, I need to get to the 4th annual podcast festival next year. I'm doing this as long as it takes. I mean, all year long, I'm going to be coming out with podcast episodes. All year long, I'm going to be coming out with spoken word pieces. And I thank y'all almost every episode. I thank y'all for tuning in. For those who do tune in, y'all mean a lot to me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all really do. And as I move forward with the growth of this podcast, despite my ups and downs in it early, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning early. I'm getting past a curve early. You see what I'm saying? My podcast is raw. It's not scripted. It's, wherever I'm at. Well, not really wherever I'm at. I do go to particular locations to shoot, but it's raw. You hear everything in the background. You see what I'm saying? I make sure that I keep it clean as I can. But there are going to be some what the fuck moments. WTF moments. But that's what the podcast is. Celebrity news, world news, sociology, psychology, and WTF all amalgamated into one. All right. Not to mention that it's a spoken word podcast. I got a new segment coming called A Minute with Moo-Man on the Mic. That's going to be going on Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, everywhere you can get a podcast, radio signal. It's going down. And that right there is my response to just overcoming this hurdle that I was just recently faced with. You know what I mean? Like really overcoming those kind of obstacles and overcoming obstacles now, even as I record. You know what I mean? The weather ain't looking too bright, but yet I'm still recording. I'm still out here getting it. I'm not going to stop because this is for y'all. This is my mental health for me. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I go to such great lengths to give y'all, my 2-piece on knowledge information, my 2-piece on situations that you may not know that's happening worldwide. And I'm here for that. You see what I'm saying? I consider myself a civil servant. Everyone should when you're doing business at this level. Everyone should when you're doing radio. Everyone should when you're doing podcasts. Everyone should when you are dedicating yourself to a social service. My social service is to give y'all knowledge, wisdom, and understanding under the Most High guidance. You see what I'm saying? And damn it, if I'm not going to do it to the best of my ability when I can do it. And the people who I do business with are making sure that, that is being upheld. You know what I mean? Inshallah, bi'isnillah, and I definitely got to incorporate more of my spiritual code into my everyday doctrine on the podcast, okay? Because I know I'm not the only one that goes through spiritual troubles and spiritual hardships, as we all do. Most of us are more sensitive to those kind of energies than others, but we overcome the best way that we can, and the best way that we do that is by faith. You see what I'm saying? Again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. You know what I mean? And I am here for it. That's why it was the headline hero. But again, I got more coming. I got more collaborations I would love to do here in Miami. I got collaborations that I would love to do out there in Minneapolis. Shout out to Nerda King and his Armageddon podcast. He just revamped his radio station to the Armageddon podcast. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth behind that. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth behind quite a few people that I follow. You know what I'm saying? Versus, from Facebook to Instagram. You know what I mean? It's Moo-Man on the mic. You know what I mean? I got a whole series coming out written. You know what I mean? That's going to be pretty dope. I'm looking forward to doing that. And I want y'all to follow me. I really want y'all to feel me on the spoken word. I want y'all to hear me. You see what I'm saying? I consider myself one of the greatest. You know what I mean? And the greatest in my mind, I'm friends with online. You see what I'm saying? The greatest in my mind, I attempt to talk to. I attempt to piece their brains together. I attempt to get to know what they know when it comes to artistry, music, and just the instrumentation of the mouth. Pause. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I want to thank y'all once again. This is your man, Smooth Man on the mic, and I will see y'all on the next episode.
I don't mean no disrespect, but no way. I can't listen to you, I do this my own way.